Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the late delay. We're having some technical difficulties. I'm Joe Eldridge here with Brooks Markle to bring you the game between your Loyola Dons and the Calvert Hall Cardinals. 5:43 left in the first half. Loyola is up 21-13. It's going to be a foul on number 22, Gavin Walsh for the Dons, sending number 13, Kareem Harris, to the line for the Cardinals. Dons today do gain back senior forward Cam Smith and junior forward Ty Hepting, but are out for today is senior guard John Dixon.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt just because, we've seen John Dixon. He brings such a different energy that Loyola doesn't have with every player. And I'm not saying not everybody brings energy, but he just brings it to such a level defensively and offensively.
It's going to be Johnson on the drive for the Dons, kicking it out to Cam Smith on the wing. Ball stolen by Jason Ogbalu. That's going to be a charge on Ogbalu as Cam Smith stands in the paint and takes the charge.
Yeah, and that's a great recovery from Smith, getting to a spot that he knows is a good spot, especially coming off the fast break. Guys coming downhill, it's easier to penetrate, and right there standing in and getting the charge. But that was great basketball on the offensive end. They just couldn't finish. Johnson tipped away. Keep doing that. Keep penetrating and then passing out, bringing guys over to help.
Walsh got himself to a double team in the corner as that's stolen by Isaiah Williams. And they're going to call a block there on Owen Fisher as Williams went up for the layup. Disagree with that. It looked like Fisher had his feet set in the paint under Williams as Williams knocked him over. That's going to send Williams to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, it's close, but I think maybe at the last second, Fisher was there too early, and he was kind of leaning back, so he kind of fell down, and that's why they got him for the block. It was close, but I think that might be the right call.
Williams going to miss his first free throw as Rashawn Galloway checks in for Owen Fisher for the Dons. Williams able to rattle in that second free throw. Dons up 5, 21-16, 4:58 remaining. Johnson kicking over to Galloway. It's going to be Johnson, guarded by the nephew of Muggsy Bogues, Smartime Bogues Christian. They're going to call a walk there on Rashawn Galloway. It's going to be a turnover for the Dons, giving the ball over to Calvert Hall.
And I like this press from Calvert Hall right now, keeping the guys on the sidelines. Gavin Walsh got out of it there. But now if you're Loyola, you have to put Cam Smith, Gavin Walsh, your big men on the sidelines to break that press.
It's going to be Smith grabbing the board there off the missed three-pointer from Kareem Harris. Harris will steal that. Bringing up the fast break for the Dons. Draws the foul, gets the and one. It's going to be a foul on Cam Smith.
Yeah, well, they're clearly being aggressive on this press right now. So now you got to look up. Keep your head up. Don't try and dribble through a press. That's never going to work, especially with this man-to-man press where they're trying to get the ball into their hands, create offense for themselves. And it looks like they know that Loyola hasn't been the greatest disciplinary team in their season so far.
It's going to be Walsh bringing the ball up. Guarded at full court by Kareem Harris. Kicking over to Galloway on the drive. Galloway's floater is good, bringing that Loyola lead back up to 4, 23-19. Just over 4 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, and it looks like Calvert Hall is going to look to settle down once they come off this press and Loyola set. So penetrate right away if you're Loyola once you get past that press.
Gavin Walsh is going to lose that control of that ball as it's picked up by Smartime Bogues Christian. Ryder Drew grabs the board for the Dons, handing it over to Ryan Johnson.
And it seems like they're recognizing Gavin Walsh is an aggressive offensive player, so they're getting their hands down there and trying to get steals, and they've been doing a good job of that.
It's definitely been a fast-paced intensity game. Ryder Drew missed the layup there. Grabbed by Cam Smith. It's going to be a block on number 2, a block for number 2, Isaiah Williams. It'll be Don's ball as Charlie Hepting checks in for Cam Smith. Walsh with the corner 3, rolls in and out as Williams will grab the board.
Yeah, and I don't like that shot right there. Keep going to the rim. It's been working all game. And then that look of penetrating and then kicking out if they come to help is going to be how you're going to win this game. And when they kick out and you have an open look at a 3, you don't have to take that shot. You know, if you have your defense at a disadvantage, that's just what you want. You don't just penetrate to create open looks beyond the three-point arc. You penetrate to get guys or the defense off balance.
It's going to be Mike Williams scoring the ball there. Johnson's going to bring it up, guarded by Bogues Christian. Walsh looking to spin off Williams. He gets double teamed. It's going to be a foul there. It looks like that's going to be on Bogues Christian. 2:47 left in the first half. Loyola up 23-21. That's going to send Gavin Walsh to the line for 1-and-1.
Well, if you're going to double Gavin Walsh with the size you have, you got to have one guy at least be bigger than him, right? Because, you know, you were trying to work the ball out of his hands, and he was in a spot where it's going to be really hard to get that going, where you're taking a really big risk at that point in that possession right there. So that wasn't the smartest idea. And then they knew that, okay, he's too big for all of our guys, so he's going to get it away, and then the foul was drawn.
Walsh able to sink his first free throw. It's going to be Bogues Christian picking up the rebound there. Hepting able to grab the board there. Giving it to Ryder Drew. Loyola pushing on the fast break now with Gavin Walsh. Galloway with the step back shot over Keaton Eyring. No good as Hepting grabs the board. Able to get that put back in.
I mean, that's just too easy for Hepting right there. Just stood in there, put his arms up, had no resistance. Calvert Hall's got to bring it on the boards.
Williams has that ball stolen from him by Ryan Johnson as he pushed the tempo. Getting over to Ryder Drew. Fast break layup is good. Loyola bringing that lead back up to 7, 28-21. Just over 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and Calvert Hall's got to stop trying to stop the ball on these fast breaks. They did it again right there. That's leading to easy buckets. They're trying to stop the ball at midcourt when a guy's running downhill, and that leaves guys running behind them and getting easy layups. It almost happened right there.
It's going to be Loyola ball on the sideline. Ty Hepting inbounding it for the Dons. Bogues Christian tipping that passes. Mike Williams will get it and lay it in. Gets fouled. They'll send him to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, and that's an interesting foul right there because, you know, I always like to say if you're going to foul him, you know. Don't do a half foul where you think, oh, you know, should I really foul him? And then you kind of reach your hands in there, and it's not that strong, and he still gets a shot up with not much resistance. If you're going to foul him right there. He didn't get a lot of his hand, it seemed like, but he missed it anyway. So that's going to end up being a good foul.
Williams is going to hit his first free throw. Misses his second as Drew grabs the board. Don's got to get some off-ball movement here against the Calvert Hall defense. Ty Hepting with a corner 3, long. Drew able to grab the rebound. Blocked by Mike Williams. That'll stay Loyola ball.
I love that offensive possession from the Dons right there because they didn't put the ball on the floor once. They passed it the whole way around, continue to do that, but use dribbles, not as just dribbling it around just to dribble it, but to go to the basket.
Johnson drew the double team there as Isaiah Williams was able to knock it out of his hands, and it's going to be Calvert Hall ball.
Oh, I love the aggressiveness from Calvert Hall. Sometimes it seems like it's not playing in their favor, but right now they're recognizing Loyola isn't doing great handling the ball right now, and they're getting turnovers.
Bogues Christian with a three-point shot. No good as Drew takes that ball. Ty Hepting's going to push the fast break. That's going to be knocked out of his hands by Isaiah Williams. It's going to stay Don's ball on the baseline.
And they tried to stop the break right there, try and tip it away on the Cardinals' own side of the floor, and then it led to Hepting going the whole way down the floor and almost scoring. But they have the athletes to get back and recover. But I don't know how this is going to play as from a stamina standpoint. Can they do that the entire game?
It's going to be Gavin Walsh inbounding the ball as that ball was knocked away by Isaiah Williams. Charlie Hepting with the step back three. No good. Mike Williams pulls that down that board. Cowell getting some offensive movement. Foxwell with the deep three is good. Foxwell is pulling that up from the wing, deep behind the three-point line.
Well, I don't expect that offense to work continuously throughout the game. As you see a travel right there, but it seems a little bit stagnant right now for Calvert Hall. Off-ball movement is pretty minimal, so they got to get their offense working right now. It just seems like a chuck and duck situation.
Possession for Loyola would end with a Ryder Drew travel. It's going to give Calvert Hall the ball. 16 seconds left. Loyola up by 3. Foxwell pulling up air balls. That goes long. 5 seconds left. Walsh with the ball. Hepting corner 3, no good. And that's going to go into halftime. Loyola up 28-25. And with that, for Brooks Markle, I'm Joe Eldridge. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start of the second half between your Loyola Dons and the Calvert Hall Cardinals. I'm Joe Eldridge here with Brooks Markle.
Loyola Blakefield invites you to join our Blue and Gold Community Partners Program. This program offers a direct way to support our Dons and their Blakefield experience while also establishing a close relationship with the school and our community. For more information, please visit loyolablakefield.org/communitypartners. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize one of our Blue and Gold community partners. The Jesuit community of Loyola University, Maryland shares in the mission of the Worldwide Society of Jesus. This mission includes the service of faith and the promotion of justice and dialogue with cultures and with other religions. These values characterize its commitment to the educational postulate at Loyola University, Loyola Blakefield, Cristo Rey, and the St. Ignatius Academy in Baltimore.
Coming into the start of the second half, Loyola is up 28-25 against Calvert Hall. It's been an intense first half. A lot of transition and fast break for both teams, being able to push the tempo. Brooks, what do you think Loyola needs to do coming into the second half to secure the victory?
Yeah, well, you said it. I mean, it's back and forth the whole entire game. Relax, slow the possessions down. You are a good team when you slow down, you pass the ball around, you penetrate and kick. That's how you need to play basketball. And then they get so, I guess, trigger happy in a sense when they get out in transition, wide open to the rim, and they're looking at the rim and they think they have an easy bucket. And then Calvert Hall comes from behind and knocks it away. They're gonna press to start it out, get a press breakdown if I'm Coach Tavalli. That's what I would have been drawing up during that half to break that press. No easy buckets for Calvert Hall because that's where the majority of their offense is going to come because you do have a good set and stone defense.
It's going to be Loyola starting off the second half with ball. Brian Johnson driving in, kicking it over to Owen Fisher. Owen Fisher guarded heavily by Tim Downs. Miscommunication there. Fisher went to kick it out to Walsh, but Walsh started to dive into the paint.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't relax right there, right? I mean, he tried to pass it so fast that he didn't read Gavin Walsh was cutting into the corner.
It's going to stay Calvert Hall ball in the corner. It looks like they're going to say that went off of Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, and that's great defensive discipline with the switch right there, trusting your guys to cover everybody on the floor.
Kareem Harris with three-pointer at the top of the key, goes off front rim. Johnson dives on the floor, gets it over to Ryder Drew as he's pushing the tempo. Pass to Fisher was tipped by Downs. Mike Williams, deep three is no good. Looks like Foxwell went for the rebound as Smith dives on it, kicks it over to Ryan Johnson. It's like Johnson tripped, and it looks like they're going to call a foul. I believe on Tim Downs. They're going to call that on Tim Downs.
Well, it seems like Calvert Hall isn't knocking down shots right now, and you see the turnover with Ryder Drew there. Just get back in transition if you're Loyola. They can only get buckets at the rim. All right, that's how they're playing right now. They're not shooting the three right now well, so you know that in transition they're going to probably look to go to the rim if they make that adjustment. So get everybody back there and crowd the paint.
It's going to be Fisher inbounding ball for the Dons up near midcourt. Dons got to get some good off-ball movement here. Get that Calvert Hall defense aggressive and running. This Fisher's pass to Smith is intercepted by Mike Williams. Looks like they're calling all the floor foul on Cam Smith.
Well, that's 3 turnovers in 1 minute and 8 seconds for Loyola. I mean, I said it coming out of the half. You cannot get Calvert Hall's offense going by turning the ball over. It's going to be a trend throughout the entire game.
It's me. Williams having that ball a little bit poked out, kicking it over to Harris. Miller's shot in the paint was no good as Loyola grabs the ball. It's going to be Johnson now, guarded by Tim Downs. Loyola's got Calvert Hall switch to a 2-3 defense as Ryder Drew takes the deep three, no good. Rebounded by Alex Miller for the Cardinals. Calvert Hall bringing that ball back out. Downs pull-up shot, no good. Grabbed by Foxwell. It's his shot. It looked like that might have slipped out of his hands. That's going to go over the backboard. It'll be Loyola ball. As Galloway will check in for Owen Fisher.
But now you got to keep the zone on their toes. As you see, they switch to the 2-3 zone for that possession right there. Gavin Walsh was wide open on the other end. So now you have to look to pass the ball in this zone if they continue it.
Smith shot no good, as it looked like Walsh and Downs fell hard onto the ground. Drew's wing three is good. Putting that Loyola lead up to 6. 31-25, 5:30 left in the third.
seems like Calvert Hall's going to challenge Loyola to shoot the three for the rest of the second half.
Harris hands it over to Williams. Williams shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Drew.
Oh, bad shot right there. I hate off the ball dribbling and then trying to pull up a shot. I don't think you should ever take those shots unless you're going to play D1 basketball or some kind of college basketball and you're averaging 15 points a game and you know you can do that. But, I mean, right there, they had plenty of time on the shot clock. I mean, it just hurts your head to see shots like that. And I know it was semi-open, but, I mean, if you've played basketball, you know dribbling the ball, then bringing it up and shooting is so much harder than catch and shoot.
Walsh sinks his first free throw. As checking in for Calvert Hall will be Isaiah Williams, Smart Time Bogues Christian, and Jason Agbalu.
Yeah, Gavin Walsh has to understand that Calvert Hall is going to bring guys down low to help on him because he's such an aggressive player and sometimes doesn't pass the ball right away, and he gets in some tough situations trying to pass the ball, so he's got to look to pass right away if he sees a guy come over to help on him.
Walsh hit both of his free throws. His Bogues Christian three-pointer. Go over the backboard. Looks like they're not going to call it. They're going to say Agbalu stepped out of bounds, giving Loyola ball possession on the baseline.
Well, going back to bad shots, that's another one right there. One, it's too deep of a three, and two, the defender, he wasn't exactly right there, but he wasn't at any type of disadvantage with trying to help and then recover.
Looks like they're going to say Ryder Drew stepped over the line, inbounding the ball to Johnson, so it's going to be Calvert Hall ball under the bucket. Harris able to finish at the rim. Smith almost lost that ball there before getting into Walsh. Walsh got pushed the tempo, got himself into a double team.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to say Mike Williams tipped that out of bounds. It'll stay Loyola ball.
Well, call a timeout and draw up a press break right now because guys are just running around. Cam Smith got the ball in, and then he ran away expecting Gavin Walsh to take it the whole way up the floor. There's just no communication right now on what to do on the press for Loyola.
Cam Smith gets the and one. Strong finish in the paint.
Well, if they can't stop that, you have to know that you should be winning this game by a lot more points. And you're up 8 right now with 4:17 left in the third quarter. Run away with this game by being disciplined.
Smith able to convert the and one.
I want to point out Calvert Hall hasn't had many fast break opportunities, although Loyola has turned the ball over. They've had 2 points in this entire third quarter.
Harris looking for contact off of Walsh, doesn't get it. Abalu wasn't able to tip it in.
That's smart to slow down the pace so the ball doesn't get tipped away, as we've seen that throughout the game.
It's going to be Walsh at the top. He kick it over to Cam Smith on the drive. Smith able to finish at the rim, bring that Loyola lead up to 11. 38-27, 3:35 left in the third.
Yeah, no one's stepping in to stop Cam Smith right now. I mean, just keep doing it, keep giving him the ball, and play solo ball right now. He's the only guy that touches the ball on the offensive end, and until they bring 3 guys over, keep giving him the ball.
Mike Williams, three-pointer, no good. Looks like I said that went over the backboard.
Yeah, now too many bad three-point shots. Again, chuck and duck offense right now for Calvert Hall. I mean, this is exactly where Loyola wants them.
It's going to be Antonio Foxwell checking in for Jason Agbalu for the Cardinals. It's Johnson bringing the ball up, guarded by Bogues Christian. Walsh in the paint, backing down. Foxwell unable to get it. Looks like they're going to call a foul there on Gavin Walsh. Looking to steal the ball there from Antonio Foxwell.
And with Walsh, I mean, he made the smart play a couple plays ago, but right there, I mean, Cam Smith just scored 5 straight points, and he basically walked to the basket, and he's wide open on the perimeter. Don't try and make big plays when a guy is hot, especially in that situation.
It's going to be a shooting foul on the Dons. It looks like they're going to call another foul on Gavin Walsh. Walsh not too happy with that call. It looks like they're going to bring in Charlie Hepting for him. It's going to send Mike Williams to the line for 2 shots.
And I love the aggressiveness from Gavin Walsh, but right now, Hepting, yeah, he's going in. I think Diwali knows that, look, Gavin Walsh, he's a great offensive threat, but right now, Cam Smith is the guy to be on the offensive end, playing very well, because it seems like they've had more struggles covering him than Gavin Walsh, and that's not a shot at Gavin Walsh. That's just how Calvert Hall is playing right now.
Smith able to grab the board off the missed free throw from Williams. It's going to be Smith guarded by Foxwell at the top of the key. Hepting, good pump fake, driving in. Stolen by Bogues Christian, pushing the fast break. Looks like they're going to say that's going to be Loyola ball.
And I think that was the head coach, Jason Hassan, for Calvert Hall saying, don't take that. You know, there's no reason to take that to the rim. That was too aggressive. Cam Smith was standing in the paint. He was going to have a good shot on it, or good shot defense on it, and that wasn't going to go in even if he got it up.
Galloway's wing 3, no good. Rebounded by Harris. Looks like they're going to call a foul there on number 20, Charlie Hepting. It's going to send, we're going to call a blocking foul on Hepting, and it's going to send Harris to the line for 2 shots. Harris able to sink his first free throw. As Ty Hepting will check in for his twin brother, Charlie, and Uche Onegbu will check in for number 10, Ryan Johnson. Harris sinks his second free throw as Drew inbounds the ball, gets it into Cam Smith. Calvert Hall's now going with a man press as Onegbu's going to bring the ball up for the Dons. Isaiah Williams able to steal the ball for the Cardinals, getting over to Bogues Christian. As Bogues Christian draws the foul from number 3, Uche Onegbu. Harris driving into the paint, looking for the up and under, doesn't get it. So Onegbu grabs the board. Gets up to Galloway as he starts bringing the ball up the floor, driving into the paint. It's like he's going to get contact there from Antonio Foxwell, sending him to the line for 2 shots.
Well, I mean, I feel like they got a little lucky there because I knew that wasn't going to be good. Well, I was actually wrong, but right there, 3 guys getting down there. He wasn't looking to pass it to Cam Smith. He was going to take it the whole way. They got lucky with the foul call. I mean, there might have been something there because, I mean, it was a tough angle to tip that ball out, but, you know, still not the ideal shot.
Galloway sinks both free throws. Loyola up 48-30. 1:40 left in the third. Bogues Christian, 3-pointer, no good. Looks like they're going to say that went off the fingertips of Foxwell. It's going to be Loyola ball on the baseline.
Yeah, and Calvert Hall needs to stop shooting threes. I mean, they have not gone down the entire game. They have to focus right now on creating an offense much more traditional with passing it around, trying to penetrate, although that hasn't really worked. Now maybe get into a more aggressive set like they were earlier with the press. They were only down 3 at the end of the first half.
Onegbu drives into the paint. Doesn't get the contact that he's looking for. Bogues Christian's pass is on the floor. Looks like they're going to call a jump ball there as Cam Smith ripped the ball away.
Oh, yeah. No, I was about to say the exact same thing. I believe that was Barks or Galloway he was yelling at. or Diwali was yelling at. He wasn't getting on the floor, and I was about to say something about that because Cam Smith then ended up getting on the floor. But with those loose balls, that's just something where you go down the floor, the whole bench gets up and claps for you. It's something that motivates your entire team to do something good.
Cam Smith was subbed out for Gavin Walsh as Williams gets the M1. Smith missed past couple games. He did get stitches after the game against Gilman. Not sure if it's an issue similar with that. But Smith is currently with the trainer, Mr. Parr, as Williams heads to the line for one shot.
Well, and I said earlier in the game that the penetration wasn't really working for Calvert Hall, and it was just a couple moments ago. But I really haven't seen them penetrate in this game so far, so maybe it does work as you get 3 points there, getting a two-pointer, right? You don't have to shoot the three to get three.
It's going to be Walsh bringing the ball up, guarded by Harris.
Yeah. Oh.
Walsh's pass stolen. As that ball got turned over back to Unegbu. Drew's wing three, very off. Calvert Hall is able to grab the board, and Harris pushes the tempo. Stolen by Galloway. It's been back and forth past couple possessions. Galloway able to finish at the rim.
But
Mike Williams
lost.
Drives into the paint. Looks like you're going to say that went off of Loyola, and it's going to stay Calvert Hall ball.
Yeah, and I thought that was a good take, but he got into a position where he was on the sideline, and it was all weird. I mean, if you're going to go that fast, go to the basket. If you're not, just slow it down, look behind you, know your surroundings right there, and that would not have been turned over. But I said yeah because Gavin Walsh was bringing the ball up. You have Gavin Walsh, you have Cam Smith, these kind of point forward guys that can bring the ball up. They're big. It's going to be harder to steal it because Calvert Hall doesn't really have a great matchup for those two guys.
Mike Williams able to draw contact in the paint, going up for the layup. Looks like I said that's on Ty Hepting. That's going to send Williams to the line for two shots. Loyola up 42-33, 20 seconds left in the third.
And I feel like when Calvert Hall's been successful in getting the ball away from Gavin Walsh and knocking it out, it's when they've had multiple guys on him. So it's one-on-one. It's going to be tough. Going back to that point, it's going to be tough to cover those point forwards.
And going into the second free throw, we'd like to take a moment to recognize another one of our blue and gold community partners. First National Bank is proud to be a sponsor of Loyola Blakefield Athletics, home of the Dons. At FNB, we believe that our local communities are the lifeblood of the markets we serve. Our involvement with Loyola Blakefield in the athletics program are just a small way FNB gives back to local communities everywhere. Please stop by our closest branch in Towson at 1 West Pennsylvania Ave or visit our other branches in Baltimore, Hartford, and Howard counties. You may also visit us online at www.fnb-online.com. First National Bank, member FDIC. Isaiah Williams with the athletic finish there, able to get the M1, falling onto the floor, fading away.
Well, that wasn't Loyola's best effort at getting back in transition to the defensive end and getting set. I mean, they've been doing a pretty good job of that all game. Right there was a bad example of what the, I guess the practice throughout the game has been.
Looks like they're going to say that went off of Harris, and that's going to be Loyola ball. 3 seconds left in the third. As Drew's going to inbound it. As Ryan Johnson checks in for Unegbu. And Downs will check in for Foxwell for the Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness. That's 2 times now.
So you're going to say Drew stepped over the line again. It's going to be 3 seconds left. Calvert Hall now inbounding the ball under their own basket. Smart time, Bogues Christian inbounding it. Foxwell, corner three. Goes in and out. It's like Isaiah Williams got the tip. Not sure if they're going to count that or not.
They are.
Looks like the referees are bringing over to the scoring table.
And with the stoppage of the end of the third quarter, 1-800-GOT-JUNK is another one of our community partners and the world's largest junk removal service. They make the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional by sending out a team of 2 friendly, capable pros who will do all of the removal from anywhere inside or out. They'll finish up with a thorough broom cleanup. Up to 60% of the items they collect are donated or recycled, and if you call before 2 p.m., they guarantee same-day service within 90 minutes of your call. From one item to many truckloads, nothing is too much to ask. Stop staring at that junk pile. Call them today. They are available 7 days a week until midnight. And another one is Fidelity Business Services Group is a proud blue and gold community partner, and it brings the best-in-class expertise in integrated technical building services to our country's most important industries. Fidelity Building Services Group represents the leading edge of integrated technical building services industry. They have the unique ability to ensure that a building is performing at peak efficiency under all operating conditions, and to keep it that way. The expertise they bring to the table delivers extraordinary experiences to building management and occupants alike.
Loyola's going to have possession starting out in the fourth quarter. Hepting will inbound it to Johnson.
And the turnover at the end of the third quarter right there is another one of the examples of Loyola keeping Calvert Hall in the game with the turnovers.
Calvert Hall was able to cut that 11-point lead that Loyola had at one point down to 3 as Cam Smith will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, and he scored 5 straight points and really didn't get the ball on the offense again. I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm sucking up to Cam Smith right here, but I mean, you got to give him the ball.
Smith able to hit that first free throw, and Smith's definitely this season been one of the best all-around players for Loyola, being able to handle the ball while also being able to pass the ball and play defense, along with his scoring. Smith's second free throw, no good, but that'll go off the feet of Antonio Foxman. It'll stay Loyola ball. 30 seconds left on the shot clock.
Well, you got to give kudos to Loyola right there, getting into the paint, challenging the rebound, and that's why he couldn't handle that cleanly.
Hepting, corner 3 is good. Corner 3 by Ty Hepting.
What was that lucky right there?
It's going to be Foxwell, catch and shoot free, responds with a three-pointer of his own. Loyola up 46-42. That's definitely something Loyola has to be worried about, is that three-point shooting of Antonio Foxwell, as he's been fairly consistent at the three-point line for Calvert Hall. Smith able to get contact in the post and convert to get the and one.
I mean, just somebody bring a wire up here. I'm telling you, you got to give him the ball. They don't have an answer for him right now. Continue to feed him the ball inside, and on that inbounds pass, I said it was lucky because you don't want to throw that in. That's such a risky pass. They got lucky with it. Calvert Hall with the great answer. Cam Smith then with another answer.
Smith unable to hit the rebound. Harris grabs the board for Calvert Hall, but it's going to be a foul on Ty Hepting. Not the position you want to be in for Loyola, as Calvert Hall is now in the 1-and-1. They'll send Harris to the free throw line. Smith able to grab the board off the missed free throw from Kareem Harris. Johnson swinging over to Hepting. Smith on the drive. Spin off.
Oh,
they're going to call a travel on that.
Goodness.
That's good call there by the refs. Cam Smith took one too many extra steps on that spin, going to finish at the rim.
Oh, would that have been an amazing finish right there. Cam Smith got a little bit greedy on that possession, though.
Harris able to finish at the rim, cutting that Loyola lead to 4. Think about Cam Smith playing Calvert Hall. One of the big moments I can remember is 2 seasons ago, Smith being able to drive through and finish with a dunk over 2 Calvert Hall defenders in the 20-point win that Loyola had that night. Walsh with a double clutch layup.
Yeah, smart. He saw he had an open lane. He actually hesitated and then went and still scored the bucket.
Walsh able to steal the ball there from Mike Williams on that last possession. Cam Smith, top of the key was 3, was no good. Walsh able to get contact in the post, going to the line for 2.
Yeah, and it really is a problem. The intensity Gavin Walsh and Cam Smith bring inside the paint. They didn't get anybody down there to knock it away from Cam Smith like they've been doing, just knocking the ball away from him in the game. And he goes up, gets fouled just because of that sheer talent they have right there.
Walsh unable to hit his first free throw as Keaton Eyring will check in for Isaiah Williams for Calvert Hall. Smith unable to get that putback to go. That's going to be off of Mike Williams going out of bounds. It'll stay Loyola ball. Just over 6 minutes left in the ball game. Loyola up 50-44.
And I said Gavin Walsh, Cam Smith, tough to cover. And there's 3 guys down in there. Cam Smith gets the rebound, and then they still get it back when it goes out of bounds. Great take from Gavin Walsh right there. Timeout, Calvert Hall.
Walsh with a strong finish at the rim there, bringing that lead back up to 8. We'd like to thank a longtime partner of Loyola Blakefield, Whitting Turner, continues its work on the Innovative Learning Center. Despite COVID-19, they have stayed on schedule, and this cutting-edge space will open for students for the 2021-2022 academic year as planned. Whitting Turner has a strong presence throughout the country, but is headquartered here in Baltimore. They recognize the value in community involvement and pride themselves on familiarity with local communities and their ability to give clients the attention of a small business with the resources of a national corporation. We are grateful for their continued support of our Dons. Good defensive hold up there by the Dons as Smith brings it over. Ty Hepton, corner 3, no good. Smith almost putting that back in for the dunk, no good. And they're going to say that's going to be Calvert Hall. They're going to say that's going to be Calvert Hall ball.
Oh my goodness. That would have been insane dunk right there from Cam Smith.
Once I saw Hepting put up that shot, I saw Cam Smith start to dive, and I knew if Hepting was going to miss that, Smith was looking for the dunk there.
Yeah, that was a tough shot from Hepting to make in that corner right there. And Cam Smith knew that had a low chance of going in.
It's going to be Mike Williams kicking it over to Harris. Bogues Christian looking to get the fadeaway, doesn't get it. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. It's going to be a foul on number 10, Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw Bogues over there earlier, but if he did, that would have been smart to just work. See how it feels down in there. And if you don't like it, kick him out, and then he can make a play. And if he didn't see him, still a good pass.
Bogues Christian sinking his first free throw, cutting that Loyola lead down to 7, 52-45. Walsh able to grab the rebound off the missed free throw as Johnson now pushes to the floor for the Dons. Walsh in the paint. Looks like they're going to call a block there on Tim Downs. Walsh looks like it got through Downs pretty easily. They're going to say Downs wasn't set. Looks like Walsh is going to go to the line now.
And I feel like this game's starting to slow up a bit with these fouls. Loyola is really getting in that paint. Calvert Hall is struggling to cover those big men. I've said it time and time again. And, you know, if you're Loyola, just keep getting inside that painted area.
Walsh unable to hit that first free throw. Walsh missing that second free throw. Looks like they're going to say that I went off the fingertips of Kareem Harris, and it'll stay Loyola ball. It's going to be Fisher inbounding it in the corner for the Dons. Loyola getting some good ball movement. Wall spins, kicks it out to Owen Fisher. Smith in the corner, driving into the paint. Say it's an on-the-floor foul, number 10, Tim Downs. Smith drove into the paint.
Yeah, and I mean, if he doesn't come over to help, he's going to score either way. And, you know, if you are, that is number 10, Tim Downs, you have to drop even more. Don't come at, when you're coming inside with that angle, you have to drop hard, or you have to drop instead of come at him hard and try and, I guess, steal the ball. You know, drop, take a charge inside that paint, but the angle that he was coming at was not the correct angle to stop Cam Smith.
Smith hits his second free throw after missing the first. It's going to be Bogues Christian bringing the ball up for the Cardinals, swinging it over to Harris. Bogues Christian shot, no good. Rebounded by Walsh, double teamed.
That was a good look.
Hepting's pass to Walsh was tipped by Downs. It's going to stay Loyola ball.
Good read from Downs. A pass, it's not the ideal pass, especially one that gets tipped. It just seems like Loyola's passing the ball a little bit too prematurely, and we've seen some tips in this game so far.
Johnson swings over to Walsh. Walsh able to grab that. Fisher, pull-up three. No good. So Iron grabs the ball, kicks it over to Mike Williams.
Nope.
Fisher grabs the short pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Able to finish it with the layup in transition, bringing that lead back up to 10. 3:45 remaining in the ball game.
I mean, there's so many things wrong with that shot, giving Loyola the bucket, and it just being such a low percentage shot. It really just hurts to see, especially if you're a coach down there. Guys take that shot, and then it's just a complete swing of points when you could have scored at your own end, and then that shot missing, your offense not set, so now they have to run back to the other end, and it's just bad playing late in the game.
Hepting using his size advantage on Downs, unable to finish. As Mike Williams brings that ball up, pushing the tempo for the Cardinals. Able to finish through contact as Calvert Hall calls a timeout there.
Well, that's just a 10 times, or that's a shot 10 times better than the one he took on the last chance he had going fast break. I mean, going to the rack is key with those fast break opportunities, especially with his size being a bigger guard.
Going in this timeout, we'd like to thank a couple of people. Of course, we'd like to thank our producer, Jay Patotsky, for today, our cameraman for today, and club moderator, Mr. Nitty. Also like to thank all the viewers today. This is my last high school basketball game before I graduate. I'll be heading off to college up in Massachusetts, so I'll be handing off the reins for broadcasting over to Brooks for the next couple years. .303 left in the ball game. Loyola up 55-47. Just got to be able to control the tempo, being able to prevent those silly turnovers that you've had all game, making sure you're being clean and crisp with your passes. As Calvert Hall's being extremely aggressive trying to steal the ball off passes Loyola's had all game.
Yeah, and you said it, slowing the tempo, but don't slow down, right? Keep your offense chugging, but slow the tempo in transition by not trying to make that long pass down the court to get the bucket with 50-50 and then just getting back of the defensive end, because I've said it throughout the year, you have a great set defense.
Walsh bringing the ball up for the Dons, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson swinging over to Walsh. Good ball movement by the Dons. Looks like they're going to say Cam Smith traveled on that. Driving into the paint from the corner. It's going to be Calvert Hall ball.
Good play, just a mistake with the turnover. And when you have a slower tempo tempo. I can't say that. Tempo, especially later in the game. Don't be less alert. Still be very alert when you have a slow tempo. Oh.
Looks like they're going to call Walsh on the foul there. He doesn't look too happy with that. Walsh did come down over the back of Harris to block that.
Such a tough angle to really block that, and I thought he had it because I didn't hear a whistle right away, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, how is that not a foul?
Harris sinks his first free throw. Walsh grabs the rebound off the missed free throw from Harris.
Oh.
Alley-oop to Cam Smith was blocked by Mike Williams. Good heads-up play there by Fisher, finding Smith open to the rim. Just a better athletic play there by Mike Williams, being able to block that.
Yeah, I didn't know why they were in such a weird press right there. I mean, there was way too many guys open for Loyola. For a second, I thought Loyola got an offensive rebound. It just seemed really weird.
So Walsh went to look for the entry pass into Smith. Williams went over the back of Smith to block that. They're going to say that's a foul on him, sending Smith to the line.
And if you're Calvert Hall, it's a 7-point game, so now you have to focus on stopping Loyola in order to make this comeback. Actually, a 6-point game.
Smith sinks his first free throw as Loyola is in the double bonus, bringing that lead back up to 7. 2:23 left in the ball game.
So big to have Cam Smith hit those free throws, especially how much he's been fouled in the game.
Williams at the top of the key, gets a screen from Harris, driving in. Looks to get the floater over Walsh, doesn't get it. Johnson's pushing the tempo.
Yeah, Hassan on the sideline, just knowing that was a terrible shot right there from Williams.
Loyola's just got to get some ball movement now, run out that clock. Smith with a strong finish at the rim.
Yeah, try and double steal the ball, but that's not the guy you want to leave open. And when he's coming downhill like that, he only really needs, about 10 feet to get up. And with that size mismatch, he'll finish at the rim. Now only 1:47 left in regulation.
That's one of the good things Coach Valley has been big about on emphasizing, especially in the ends, is dribbling out that clock, not forcing a shot, taking what they give you. Especially with Calvert Hall being aggressive on those double teams, trying to steal passes, be able to get those fast break layups, which they've been able to capitalize on all day.
Yeah, interesting finish. How good the discipline will be from Loyola on the getting the ball into the front court end, as we've seen them turn the ball over way too much in this game.
It's going to be Calvert Hall ball into the backcourt. 1:47 still left in the ball game. Looks like Ogbalu has checked in for Calvert Hall, along with Bogues, Christian, and Downs. Calvert's got to get something to go. Being able to find something as Bogues Christian looks to dribble himself into a shot, doesn't get it. Looks like they're going to call Walsh as he fell to the ground. on the rebound. They're going to call him for a travel. It's going to stay Calvert Hall ball on the baseline.
Yeah, now Calvert Hall, you're starting to get to a point where a three-point shot is going to be a better option down 10 with less than a minute 30.
That's why they subbed in Foxwell. He's been one of their better shooters today. He misses that shot.
Yeah, they haven't really had many other threes other than his.
Good press break there from Loyola. Being able to swing the ball around with quick passes, getting it up to Ryder Drew for an easy, uncontested layup.
Yeah, that might be the white towel that Loyola throws in for Calvert Hall with that bucket right there, although they do respond. But it is a 10-point lead.
It's one of the things Loyola's got to do is even when they capitalize on those offensive possessions, they got to get back on defenses. Calvert Hall is small and they're fast, and they will beat you over the top.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, there we go. Little score malfunction on the sideline, but they got it now. And if you're Calvert Hall, don't just put 5 guys in the front court and don't do anything about it. Be really aggressive. Get traps on the sidelines and in the corners if you can. Try not and get an easy pass on the inbound, but don't let what happened on the last offensive play for Loyola, where Owen Fisher just kind of walked up the court and he was wide open for the layup. Or was that Ryder Drew?
Yeah, that was Drew finishing for the layup on that
Drew.
last possession.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Loyola ball inbounding it. It's going to be Drew inbounding the ball for the Dons. Calvert going a little bit of an unconventional press, I guess, looking to get a Smith able to get it full court.
Oh, my goodness.
Gets it over to Walsh.
Not a great pass, but it worked out.
Calvert Hall being aggressive as Bogues Christian's going to foul Ryder Drew there, sending Drew to the line for 2 shots. Calvert Hall's looking to be aggressive, trying to steal those passes, get themselves into a fast break situation.
Yeah, they got lucky right there. I mean, Cam Smith, so athletic, making that play, slow it down, get to the line, make these, and you win.
It's going to be Kareem Harris and Antonio Foxwell checking in for Ogbaloo and Downs for the Cardinals. Drew misses that second free throw as Mike Williams grabs the board and pushes the tempo.
3-point shot right here. Or that.
Bogues Christian unable to finish at the layup. Foxwell with the putback. Calvert Hall cuts that lead back down to 43 seconds left in the ball game.
Well, now you're going to want to foul guys not named Gavin Walsh or Cam Smith. Get other guys at the line, make them beat you at the line, and then hoping they miss if you are Calvert Hall. Get down, shoot a 3-pointer. Okay, that's what you got to do. You have to get a 3 now because there's probably going to be about 30 seconds left. But on this inbound right here, Loyola's probably going to run some kind of football play. They might post up Cam Smith around mid-court, maybe pass it a little bit. And if you're going to be throwing it deep to a big man, don't just throw it down the court. I mean, give it some air. You know, make it a quarterback pass down so he can jump up and make a play. Don't just chuck it down the court and hope he runs and grabs it. You know, Christian Leitner pass. Or I should say Grant Hale to Christian Leitner, but yes.
So it's going to be Drew inbounding the ball for the Dons. Looking to get something to go. Gets it over to Walsh. Walsh double team in the corner, able to dribble out of it.
Oh, that was close there. That's not the pass you want. I would like to see a pass out of that situation, but Gavin Walsh, I mean, that was a great move to get out of it. And now you got Cam Smith at the line, who's been great, and hoping to close this one out.
So Cam Smith goes to the line as 10 Downs fouls out for Calvert Hall, and they'll bring back in Antonio Foxwell for Downs. Smith able to sink that first free throw. Smith able to hit his second free throw as Harris will inbound the ball. Calvert Hall's got to push the tempo here if they want something to happen. Williams able to finish at the rim. Looks like Calvert Hall's going to call another timeout.
How many do they got? I mean, that's 4 now, it seems like, in this quarter. But if you're Loyola, I mean, that's fine. 2-pointers are fine in this situation. Don't worry about it. You can basically let them score at the rim and trust that you can break the press, go to the line, and finish out the game, run out this clock.
Calvert Hall calling all the timeouts, starting to give reminiscences of the St. Vincent Pallotti game on Monday. Seeing 4 straight timeouts called with 2 seconds left in the game before the ball was even inbounded. Loyola's definitely going to try to somewhat control the tempo, even though they know the intentional foul from Calvert Hall is coming.
Yeah, and you see those red lines for the volleyball being played. This is not the normal court Loyola usually plays on, but do not pass it outside those lines. And if you're a Calvert Hall, you want to compact the middle, so Loyola has to throw outside those lines, and it can't go past. If you see the lines going, it's actually horizontally from where you guys are looking at it. Don't let them throw a pass past the vertical line. That one knocked out of bounds.
Mike Williams knocks that out of bounds. That's going to be still Loyola ball, 32 seconds left, up 8. Harris is going to immediately foul Walsh, sending him to the line. Coach Calvert Hall does not look too happy that Harris fouled Gavin Walsh there.
Yeah, and make him work to get up the floor. I mean, he did dribble out of that in the corner, but that's really tough to do. Make him make another tough play, assuming he's pretty tired.
It looks like Harris is checked out for Antonio Foxwell. Walsh able to hit that second free throw as Ty Hepting will come in for Drew. 29 seconds left. Calvert Hall down 10. Mike Williams, we bring the ball up.
Whoa.
Looked like he was going for a layup there. Ball completely slipped out of his hands. So that's going to be Loyola ball.
Yeah, I think he might have passed it to Foxwell in the corner and got away from him. That looked weird.
So it's going to be Johnson inbounding the ball for the Dons. Fisher immediately draws a double team. He's going to get fouled. Looks like they're going to call that on number 22, Sheldon Spellman. It's going to send Fisher to the line for 2 shots. 22 seconds left. Loyola up 65-55. Fisher able to sink his first free throw, bringing that lead up to 11. Looks like they're going to check Drew back in for Ty Hepting. Foxwell's 3 goes off back rim. He's able to grab his own board. Looks like they're going to call a foul there on Ryder Drew, saying looks like he got contact of Foxwell's arm diving for the ball. It's going to send Foxwell to the line for free throws. Looks like that put Calvert Hall into the double bonus with 14 seconds left. Foxwell sinks both free throws, cutting that lead down to 10 as Walsh gets it in the corner.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like Foxwell is going to intentionally foul Walsh there. "13 seconds left. Walsh is going to go to the line now for 2 shots for the Dons. Walsh unable to hit his first free throw. Walsh hits that second free throw. As Hepting will check in for Drew once again. Bogues Christian driving in, unable to get it. Fisher with the ball, and Loyola's just going to dribble out the clock there. As the buzzer rings, Loyola captures the win, 68-57, against their arch rivals from the other side of Towson, Calvert Hall. Brooks, what did you think about the game tonight?
I mean, Loyola probably should have won that game by a lot more with the turnovers. That they were just dreadful turning that ball over, but they got better. Cam Smith had a great game, hitting his free throws, getting to the rack, and scoring. And they just played great defense too, getting set, getting back in transition most of the time. So, you got the win. I mean, that's all you can say. You got the win.
So with that, Don's win. For Brooks Markle, I'm Joe Eldridge. Thank you and have a great night.